I could put it in airplane mode.
What?
That'd make my phone last longer, right? The battery would last longer. If I shut off everything with airplane mode, turns off Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, calling. You can't really use it anymore. But it conserves the battery because you're not using all that bandwidth, right? My question is, right, none of those things, like those things all help. You know what they don't do? They don't charge the phone, right? Like your phone's still going to be low battery even if you do all of those things. Even if you turn the phone off and you're like, I'll save it for later. When you turn it back on later, it's still low battery, right? Have you guys ever noticed that some of us kind of live in like a spiritual low battery mode? Have you ever thought about that? Like, do you live in a spiritual low battery mode? You see, these things called portable chargers, I know, actually, I have one in my pocket right now. I could take this out and plug it right into my phone. And now it's charging. But, this only works so much. Eventually, my phone has to get plugged into the wall. It has to get reconnected to its source of power. Otherwise, it'll just drain this battery pack and then they'll both die, right? You guys ever noticed that before? You see, I didn't want tonight to just be a self-help talk. I wanted it to be a kingdom talk about how to be mentally strong, mentally healthy, mentally whole. So this whole series that we're doing called The War Zone, right? It covers the war and the battlefield in the mind. That was our first series. We learned about the battlefield that takes place inside of our mind, what we face, what we do. Is my mic on? Mm-hmm. Okay. Inside our mind and how that's where the battlefield takes place. The enemy, when he attacks us in our mind. Even in the book of Job, when the enemy attacked Job, yes, he attacked him physically, but the real battle became in his mind. Okay, now that all these bad things happen to you, now you can curse God and die. And he was like, no, that's my thoughts. I'm not going to let those control me. Right? So even when the enemy attacks us physically, the battlefield is still here. It's still in our mind and what we're going to do. And then last week, Nick spoke, and he talked about how we take every thought captive. That it's important that the thoughts that are in our mind, we take them and replace them with truth. That we take the thoughts that aren't right and we replace them with the thoughts that are right. And that was the point of his message. And I want you guys to know God wants you to be physically strong, but he wants you to be mentally strong even more. Because when you're mentally strong, that means you can walk out and face the purpose that he made you for. You see, we're going to be talking about mental battles, and I want to talk about physical things you can do to take care of your mind. Like, this isn't just like a self-help talk, but it's about stewardship of what you've been given. Each one of you have been given a body that you have. The Bible teaches that we're mind, body, and spirit. Right? And so there's 3 components to each of you. And sometimes in Christianity, people like to neglect the body. They go, well, the body's the flesh. It doesn't really matter. We're going to take care of the mind and the spirit. It's like, well, if you don't take care of the body, it will come back to bite you. Right? Does anybody here have like a physical thing going on or known somebody who's like facing like a physical thing and it plays on their mental well-being? Right. When your body is not working right, it affects your mind. So how do we have a strong mind and prepare for war? 1 Corinthians 10:23 says this. It says, I have the right to do anything, but not everything is beneficial. I have the right to do anything, but not everything is constructive. Not everything blesses me. Not everything is good. Right? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? So in the Old Testament, we had a law, and you had to follow that law. In the New Testament, God's like, hey, it's not about following the letter of the law anymore. It's about following me. Jesus is like, you follow me, and I'll show you the way. So when we follow him, that's the thing. It's no longer about a law. Yes, keeping the law is a way of following him, but we can keep the law all day long and still fall short. It's about following him. And, there's a lot of things we consume and put in our minds. Bella, can you bring that over here? I actually, you guys may not know this about me. When I was younger, when I was your age, I did this thing called 4-H. Did anybody know what 4-H is? Oh, thank you. And I was a champion. I got an honorable mention in the state level of baking. I had some great recipes. They were pretty good. Yeah, honorable mention at state. I was pretty good. State of Indiana, so it's not really the same. But, honorable mention at state, that's an achievement. I was like, man, I'm proud of that. I was very happy with how I did that. So I thought I'd bake somebody a treat tonight who here really likes brownies. I actually had Bella warm this up. Bella, since you warmed it up, you want to come on up here? Now, Bella, this is my secret special recipe. It has all of the ingredients that make brownies delicious, and it's got a special ingredient in it. Do you want it?
Yeah.
Okay. Should I tell you guys what the special ingredient is? Never told anybody the ingredient that got me to the state. It's just a little bit, like a teaspoonful. Just a little bit of poo-poo.
What?
Yeah. Well, see, let me be real. My toddler right now is potty training, and he's doing such a good job. It makes it really easy just to get exactly what I need. And I mixed it into the brownie batter. So it's my special ingredient. Do you want it?
No.
What?
It has poop in it.
Who here would eat that brownie? Oh my gosh. I know what it is. You guys don't believe me in the special ingredient, do you? Donnie, would you want to eat this?
No.
Why not? It's just a little bit. You won't even taste it. I promise.
No.
It's got just a little bit of poo-poo in it.
I'll take one.
No, don't. Please.
But, like that. What do you think? Is that like your ideal kind of brownie right there?
No.
It's just a little bit. It's just a little bit, guys. It's not that much. It's just a little bit, right? It won't hurt anybody. Will it? You guys ever had cheese sitting out for 3 days? Yeah. No, that'll make you like
That'll make you sick.
very much so. Yeah, that's no bueno. Yeah, I'll let you actually have that. It doesn't have anything. I like it. But here's the real question, right? Why is that so gross? Why is Donnie over here freaking out that I said, right? Why are you freaking out about that? Why would any of you be like, ew, that's kind of gross? Because, like, we do that with our media. We watch a movie and we go, it's just got one little sex scene in it. It's fine. It's just got a little witchcraft in it. That's okay. It just takes God's name in vain a couple of times. It only has 2 swear words in it, guys. It's PG-13. It only uses the F word 1 time. But it's a little bit of crap. Why would you consume something with crap in it? Right? Like, I could talk about things that are gray, borderline. Let me ask you this. These are the things that came to my mind when I was writing this service. What about horror movies and haunted houses?
No.
What's going on there? Are those things that make your mind at peace, or do they make you anxious and nervous and cause distress within your body? Right.
Yes.
Okay. What about another one? What about pornography? Erotica. It's written porn. Right? It's just a little bit. It's not like you're actually going out and sleeping with somebody. You're just watching other people. It's fine, right? No. Why would you put something like that in front of your eyes? You see in Psalms 100, verse 3, it says, I will set no wicked thing before my eyes. I hate the work of those who fall away. I will set nothing wicked before my eyes. What are you putting in front of your eyes? What are you consuming, whether it's media, digital? Are you watching endless, pointless dramas on TV? Are you throwing your life away by scrolling through the brain rot? And let me tell you, it's real. I'm talking to myself, just like I'm talking to each of you. Like, how is this affecting your mental state? You're sitting there scrolling for a couple hours on Instagram, TikTok, or yeah.
YouTube.
Only 20.
What about 5 hours on video games?
That was targeted.
Like, what are we doing on video games? Like, I'm not saying these things are bad. Yeah. I believe it. It's a thing. People do it all the time in this generation, right? And I'm not saying these things are necessarily and strictly bad. I like playing board games. You know what I realized? When I play a little bit of board games, it's like getting out this battery pack charger and charging my phone because it recharges me. It's good. But here's the thing. If I tried to play board games 20 hours a week, you know what it would do? My battery would be empty and my phone would be drained. I'm not talking about my phone anymore. I'm talking about my battery inside would be empty. Now, a little bit is good because it recharges a little bit. God made us this way to enjoy these different things. When I spend a little bit of time with my family, it can recharge me. But if I spend too much time with my family, that's a drain, right? My family's good. I'm saying a little bit of all these things are okay, but you don't want things that have garbage in them, things that tear you down, things that break you, things that pull you away. All right. How many of you know my favorite artist, my favorite musical artist? His name's Owl City.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
actually kind of young, but Owl City is his band name. He's a Christian who writes secular music. So his music's not necessarily Christian, but he is. And so he writes clean secular music. It's fun, it's cheery, it's hip hop. You know what I found? I found a new song a few years ago. And the song by this artist was really fun, and I liked it. I liked it so much, I started putting it on repeat. And you know what I realized? The content of the song was talking about how I'm on the outside, always looking in. Always be more than I've always, or will it be more than I've ever been? It's talking about how you're on the outside and you're looking through a window and you always wonder, am I going to fit in? Do I matter? Do people see me? Does anybody even notice? And you know what? I listened to that song on repeat because I liked it. It was fun. The beat was good. You know what I found? I found I was getting depressed. I found it was causing anxiety and nervousness inside me. I found that I didn't believe that anyone cared about me. Within like the span of a week, I was like, holy cow, I'm getting depressed. What's going on? And God's like, this song you're listening to is not edifying and it's tearing you down. And I was like, it was causing some major depression. I was like, God, what is going on? Like to the point that there were thoughts in my brain saying it would be better just to like not be here anymore. And I was really facing that. And it was because the song I was listening to was saying, I'm on the outside, always looking in. Will I be more than I've ever been? Does anybody hear? Does anybody see? You see how those lyrics are affecting me? What you think about the songs you're listening to? I'm not saying you can't listen to them. What I'm saying is be careful what you consume because what you consume you'll become. Is it wrong to eat a couple bites of chocolate? No. But is it wrong to eat only chocolate for 30 days?
Yes.
That probably would be a bad thing. You know? Is it wrong to go out and have a McDonald's burger? No. Is it wrong to go eat McDonald's for 30 days straight?
Yes.
I would say yes. Go watch a movie called Super Size Me. You'll never want to eat McDonald's the same way again. It's fine. Yeah, it's about a guy who eats McDonald's for 90 days straight. Only McDonald's. It's fantastic documentary. You should watch it. Yeah, it'll ruin McDonald's for you. You don't want to go there anymore. I got a question. I got a question for you. Is anybody in here a car guy? Anybody really into cars? You're into cars? What's your dream car? Kia Ronda? Okay, I got. How much is that car? Like, if you had to put a ballpark figure on it, is it like $100,000?
Kia Ronda.
50K? Okay. Anybody in here would be like, I would take a Lamborghini.
67 Shelby Mustang.
Oh my.
There you go. Now, let me ask you a question, Sabrina. With your 67 Shelby Mustang, I got a question for you. Would you put just any kind of normal, regular oil in that car?
Oh no.
Would you put the low-grade gasoline in that car? Or do you think you'd be like, synthetic only for this thing, it's gonna get the extra premium oil, and that gas that I put in has to be top tier only, no low-grade stuff. You give it the best, right? You give it the works, right? But let me ask you guys this. Aren't you worth more than a fancy car? That's a really cool car. Apologize, I don't actually know your car, but I'm assuming it's pretty cool because I know you know your stuff. But those are cool cars. But you wouldn't put junk in your dream car. You'd put the best. But you guys only get one body. You only get one life. Put the best in, right? How many of you know somebody who struggles with ADHD?
Me.
And everyone's hand should be up because I actually have ADHD too.
I got the
Right. Now let me tell you something. You want to know a surprising fact about ADHD? Did you know that there have been multiple studies that show this? And they've shown that when they deliver micronutrients and medicine, vitamins, and minerals to people who are unmedicated and struggling with ADHD from minor to severe, their symptoms almost entirely vanish. Over 54% of the patients. Like they're almost completely cured from ADHD when they're taking these medications, these vitamins and minerals. 54%.
100%.
And the rest of them, like I think it's another 30-some%, they experience a good measurable difference. They say, yes, I can tell there's a difference, not just a little bit like I'm significantly better. I'm not saying that's the cause of ADHD. What I'm saying is when your body has the right tools to fight things and your brain has the right tools to operate, it quells the problem. It can help quell the problem inside. Now, there are some people who they get the proper vitamins and nutrients and minerals and they're still dealing with it. That's okay. Not every case is the same. But what I'm saying is if you take care of your body, if you consume the right things, it will help you defeat any challenge you get. Who in here, does anybody in here, I play D&D. Does anybody else in here play D&D? Anybody ever played D&D before? Because I play D&D. Or any other kind of role-playing game. So here's the thing, right? In D&D, if you play as a character and your character doesn't get proper sleep at night, you know what happens? You get a level of exhaustion. And what happens, Chase, when you get a level of exhaustion? Yeah, so according to the new rules, you get a -1 per level of exhaustion to all your rolls. So, you just roll a little bit worse. According to the old rules, you get what's called disadvantage, which means instead of rolling 1 dice and taking the results, you roll 2 dice and take the lower one. It's equal to about a -5 on all your ability checks. You still have those abilities, but you have what's called disadvantage. You guys know that teenagers need to sleep between 8 to 10 hours a night, which is the most out of anybody other than like an infant, right? Kids need less sleep than you guys, which is crazy. But they say during the teenage years, teenagers, their body goes through a change where they actually need more sleep, but their sleep clock gets later. And so they say between 9 to 10 hours of sleep is recommended for teenagers. And they say the average teenager gets between 5 and 7 hours of sleep. Almost every night.
What if you only get 6 hours of sleep? What happens?
Well, let me tell you what happens. Lack of sleep or sleep exhaustion causes concentration problems, drifting off mentally, short attention spans, memory issues, mood swings, depressions, poor decision-making, increased risk-taking, physical clumsiness, fatigue, and other things. Anybody ever faced any of those things?
Hello.
Guess what? We all have.
Yeah.
And you know what's interesting? Those things would be dramatically improved. Your ability to handle those things would be drastically improved if you got just a little bit more sleep. Isn't that crazy how taking care of your body physically can help? Even cleaning your room can help that. Even making your bed can help that. When experts are dealing with people who are coming out of situations where they couldn't even handle their own life, you know what their first tip is? Make your bed in the morning. When you get out of bed, make your bed in the morning. You know why? Because it gives you one win to start your day. And from there, you get to walk throughout the day. And no matter how bad your day is, when you come back to bed at night, your bed's made. So make your bed in the morning. It's important. You're like, it's just making the bed. No, when drug addicts are coming in through rehab, the first thing they're told to do, make your bed in the morning. You know why? It's because it's something that's stable to walk onto. Make your bed every morning. I'm going to encourage you to do that. Make your bed every morning. When you wake up in the morning, you get out of bed, you make your bed.
That's the first thing you should do.
It's super easy, right? I'm talking about practical rhythms. I'm talking like, I've heard this quote, it comes from 1 Kings, actually, when Elijah was faced with depression. One of the most, it's 1 Kings, I think 19:3. I may be wrong on that. It's the wrong chapter. It's right after Elijah, he's a prophet of God, and he stands in front of the 600 prophets of Baal, and they're like praying to their God. And then Elijah goes and prays to his God, and his God answers with fire, and then they kill all the 600 prophets of Baal, and Israel turns back to God in the day, and then Elisha runs into the wilderness and gets depressed. And what happens is, an angel of the Lord comes to Elijah, and he says, wake up, eat some food, sleep, and then leaves him. So Elijah wakes up, eats food that the angel brought him. That sounds really cool. Then he goes back to sleep. Then the angel comes again and goes, hey, wake up, eat some food, take a nap. You got a long journey ahead of you. Sometimes the most spiritual thing we can do is take a nap and have a snack. A healthy snack, not Doritos. I like Doritos, but saying.
Wait, what kind of Dorito?
Any kind, they're all good. Sure. I like the spicy ones. Cool Ranch is the best.
Thank you.
Top tier, for sure. But here's the thing, I'm talking about physical rhythms. I'm talking about things you can practically do to give yourself a better chance at life, at interacting, at making decisions, at doing things. You guys realize when you're sleep deprived, it's hard to study for school. It's hard to pay attention when your teacher's talking. See, I'm talking about practical things. If you're struggling with lies in the past couple of weeks, I've said, if you're struggling with lies, get a little card. Write down an index card. Those old things that we used to use for research papers. Do you guys still use those for research papers?
No.
Do your English teachers make you use them?
Sometimes.
Yours do. Yeah, I know they do. No, they don't?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys
Yeah.
don't even know what index cards are. They're little pieces of paper about this big, and you can write notes on them. They have lines on one side. I encourage you, write a verse, get a pack of those. Write a verse down on it that you want to study. Take a lie that's being said to you and say, what's the opposite of that lie? And look for it. Heck, I told the guys last week, I said, use AI. I don't care. Go find some verses. Hey, I'm hearing this lie in my head. What's opposite verses? What are verses that counter this? And then write those verses down and then put them in your back pocket and just study them. That's what I did when I was in high school. And it counters lies. If you're feeling anxious or overwhelmed, you want to know what you can do? You want to know the best way to fight anxiety in your age?
Go to ask for help.
Take a Sabbath from your phone. A Sabbath. It's a break. So what you do, here's what you do. You have two options, right, to take a Sabbath from your phone. One, when you get up in the morning, don't take it off the charger and leave it at home when you go to school. I know, scandalous. The world will continue to spin, I promise. And if anybody asks you, hey, where's your phone? You just go, I left it at home. And don't get on screens all day. Or, let's say you're like, I can't operate at school without my phone. Fine. I'll make you an amendment. When you get home, take your phone, plug it in, and leave it on the charger, and go out of your room and leave your phone on the charger where it is. Yes.
What if you stay in your room all day?
No. You leave your phone on the charger and you go somewhere else.
I stay in my room all day long.
That way you're not on your phone.
Leave your phone in the kitchen.
Or you
Right.
give it to your parents.
Or you can give it to your parents. That's a great way. You're like, here, Mom, I'm distracted by this. Can you hang on this for me for the rest of the day?
That's very
you can go
dangerous.
shopping now.
Great. Now let's go do something fun.
I'm rewarding you from not having.
Right?
So
So she's gonna hang on to that. That way I'm not distracted, right?
Jamie, it's-
But guess what? I promise you, I can promise you, if you take a break from social media, from screens, from video games, from music, from all the noise and the distraction, your anxiety will disappear. I promise you, it will change. It will have an effect. You don't believe me? I dare you, try it. Try it.
Dixie, when he's saying.
You were
you're
trying?
saying certain kinds
Yeah,
of things.
a couple weeks ago, I tried to fasten my Xbox. Yeah, I unplugged it the night before, and
Yeah, like,
I couldn't.
These things are addictive,
They're
right?
so addictive.
There are billions of dollars of research into how to make this more addictive. Billions with a B. Specifically, how to make it more addictive to you guys.
Mhm.
You guys are fighting an unfair fight that you stand no chance in.
They're controlling you by the device.
Oh, 100%. You have no chance to succeed on your own. That's why I encourage you, take a break from social media. Take a break from screen-based devices. Even just once a week. I'm not saying do it all the time. I'm saying once a week, try to take a break. Say, I'm going to set this over here. I'm not going to use it. And I'm going to do this.
We should do it as a.
I think that'd be fun.
We should.
We'll talk about it. Maybe you guys figure out in small groups tonight. Do it together that way. All right. So as I close up, you look at all the things I talked about tonight. You realize, like, I'm talking about what you consume, the way you care for your body, and the types of rhythms you build into your life. What are the things you organize into your life? The systems you set up into place, the way you help yourself. Some of you guys, you didn't walk in here covered in sin. You walked in here tired because you're fighting a fight. You're tired mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Maybe you're physically tired. I don't know. And you're like, why is life so hard? I'll tell you why. It's because each and every one of you, every single one of you, regardless of if you're walking with God or not, you're in a fight and you didn't even know it. You're in a fight because this world is fighting against you. And the Bible teaches you can change every habit. You can take every single habit that you have and you can change every single thing, and you can walk better than anybody else on the planet. And it says your righteousness is still like filthy rags. It's still not enough to win the fight. We're all in a war. You see, the truth is, without Jesus, nothing stays changed for long. And if it does stay changed, it doesn't matter. Because it's not for the right purpose. Each and every one of you were created with purpose, with a destiny, with potential. And real freedom, it comes from surrender. God didn't make you to carry this burden alone, to fight this fight alone. You're not on your own, right? You have your small group leaders that are praying for you. They're here because they care about you. You're not in this fight alone. Jesus said this in Matthew 11. He said, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. As I close, I wanted to tell you guys, what is a yoke? Does anybody know? I'm not talking about a yoke in a
I
minute.
know it is.
Oh, what?
It's a thing for an ox.
Yeah, so when Jesus, Donnie, come up here. Because you're going to be my example, right? So you're going to stand next to me, right? So in the Old Testament, or in the Bible days, when they yoked two ox together, it would be a beam that went across the necks for the two ox. And that beam did not have much movement. It was kind of heavy. And what they do is they take an older, stronger ox who'd been working with that yoke a long time. And they took a brand new young ox and they said, all right, we're going to put these two together. Now, the older ox is much stronger than the other one, right? And here's what happens. That older ox has a pace that he goes at. He goes at that pace. And it doesn't matter here. Group arms with me, right? It doesn't matter where that older ox goes. He goes that way, right? And if the younger ox decides he doesn't want to go that way, it doesn't matter. That older ox is going that way because he's stronger and bigger. But here's the thing. they're pulling a really heavy weight behind them. But if that younger ox just walks in hand and stays with the older ox, then it doesn't matter how heavy that weight is, because that older ox will pull that weight. Right? I wish we had like a big weight that was pulling us back. You'd see, I'd pull all that weight for you. But a lot of times what happened was that younger ox didn't want to walk at the pace of the older ox, so he wanted to walk faster. Walk faster. Right? He wanted to go his own way. He wanted to go a different way. Go that way. No matter how hard he tried, try harder. No matter how hard he tried, that older ox said, you're going to come with me. You're doing what I want. Is it harder now walking that you're trying to do anything but what I want to do? Right? But see, here's the thing. Once he falls in line with me, it's very easy to walk. It's very easy to move. And that's what Jesus says to us. He says, my yoke is easy, my burden is light. Why? He says, I'll carry your weight for you. I'll take that weight that you're feeling, give it to me, and I'll hold it for you. You just worry about following me. I'll hold the burdens. I'll make sure that things work out. Am I making sense? Does that make sense? Okay. So my question for you is, what is something this week that you've been holding on to, that you've been pulling, a weight you've been carrying? What might Jesus be saying? Give it to me. I'll take it. Right? So I'm going to go ahead and close. What's one thing Jesus is saying, let me carry that for you? I'm going to go ahead and close. Jesus, I thank you, God, for today. I thank you for each and every teenager that's here. I thank you that you care about us, not that you want us to walk a certain way because you're a strict God, but because you genuinely want us to have peace. You want to carry the burden for us. You want to be there with us in the hard times, in the rough times, in the times that are difficult. You genuinely care about our emotional well-being, our mental well-being, and our physical well-being. And I thank you, God, that even in the hard times, you're still with us. I pray for this food, that you bless it to our bodies, that it would strengthen and nourish us, that we'd have a wonderful time in small groups with questions and everything you have for us. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. So, ladies, go ahead and grab some food. Guys, we'll give you food in just a second. David, you can go ahead and shut that off.